All right, there is a storm coming. It's pretty windy, but I wanted to make this video. It's been on my mind and I wanted to put it out there. This is not something that's easy for me to talk about, but it's something that I wanted to share and talk to you guys about. I want you to imagine if you got hurt or sick or even worse, died. I know it's not something that anyone likes to think about, and I know that most people think that something like that could never happen to them, and I thought the exact same thing. God forbid something like that happens, but you got to think, what would your wife do? What would your kids do? Would your family be okay? Hopefully you have health insurance and life insurance, but what would happen to your business? Could someone else step in and keep it going without you? Would it still be there when you were able to get back to work? These are tough questions, and honestly questions that I'd never asked myself until about 2 years ago. I don't talk about this a lot, and honestly I'm a little bit uncomfortable putting it all out there like I'm about to do, because it's pretty deep and pretty personal. But what happened to me changed my entire perspective on life and what is really important. So I guess I'm just gonna get into it, and let me first say that I've got a beautiful wife named Crystal. We were high school sweethearts. We got married in 1998, and we've got 4 amazing kids, Mike, Maddie, Matthew, and McKenna. So fast forward to May of 2019. I was feeling pretty good, working out almost every day, running, eating right, but I wasn't feeling great. I thought it was anxiety, stress, and I decided to run down to the local urgent care because one of my friends runs it, and just to see what he thought. So he took my blood pressure and he took my heart rate, and he told me that I needed to go to the emergency room immediately because he said that something wasn't quite right. So typically I would have just ignored it and gone on about my day, doing my work and doing everything, but for some reason I decided to drive down there. I don't remember much past that, honestly, but I did drive myself there. I checked myself into the emergency room, and about 8 hours later, my body completely gave out. Every single organ in my body failed. My heart, my lungs, my kidneys, everything. I was on a ventilator, I was on an Impella machine, I was on an ECMO machine, I was on dialysis. They were talking about a heart transplant and lung transplants. They didn't think I was gonna get off of the kidney stuff, but they were able to save all of my organs. I flatlined twice during all of this. I was put in an induced coma for about 3.5 weeks so they could do their thing and get everything working. I was never a religious person. I struggle with my faith. I made lots of very, very bad choices in my life, choices that I still regret today. So what I'm about to tell you is very hard for me to do, but when I flatlined and my heart stopped, I went to heaven. And I know that sounds crazy, but I stood in front of what I know now as the Holy Trinity. I was told that I was not welcome there. I was also told that I needed to tell people about this. And like I said, telling people about this isn't easy because it sounds really hypocritical, but I would rather be a hypocrite than the person that I was. I was given a second chance, and I wake up every single day trying to be a better person than I was. I have a new perspective on everything, and I appreciate everything so much more than I ever did. I regret having my head up my ass for so many years, but I was given a second chance, and I'm gonna take full advantage of that. And the questions I ask you at the beginning of this video, those are really, really important questions. Please be prepared. Please make sure you have everything in place so your family is taken care of, so your business can continue to run should something like this happen to you. I was very fortunate. I had health insurance, and that covered a decent portion of the expenses, but not everything. I'm still paying. I have life insurance, but I didn't have to use it, thank God. I also have been working for years structuring my business to where my wife was able to step in and figure everything out like a champ. She actually did a much better job than what I do, but what can you do? And like I said, what happened to me put everything into perspective. My entire life changed. It made me realize what my true priorities in life are, and it's not running a business. It's not making money. It's having my family with me, being able to spend time with them, go on vacations, be there for everything. I am truly blessed, and thank you for listening.